To be clear, I don't think Microsoft would exit Xbox if the Activision acquisition weren't approved. However, if it did decide to sell Xbox, the most qualified and appropriate buyer could be Nvidia. The way Microsoft saves face by selling Xbox to Nvidia is that it would make a licensing deal to sell the Xbox operating system with every Xbox sold, like Microsoft does with PCs. The Xbox operating system is a form of Windows. Microsoft would make money on every Xbox sold instead of losing $100 to $200. Also, it should probably retain a meaningful minority stake in the Xbox business of like 25%. By structuring the transaction in this way, Microsoft would retain the Xbox brand in a sense because it would still make the operating system and hold a large minority stake. Retaining a large minority stake could make the transaction easier on Nvidia since it doesn't have to purchase the entire business. It would also make it more difficult for a competing buyer to outbid Nvidia for a few reasons. For example, Microsoft could argue its stake would be worth more with Nvidia as the strategic partner. But would Nvidia be interested in buying Xbox? I think it would be. The CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, is a legendary figure in the gaming industry. He has quite an inspirational biography as well. We already know Nvidia is interested in cloud gaming. On the consumer hardware side, Nvidia would have to change its mentality from making money on the hardware to losing money on the hardware, but making up for the losses via software and services. A movement toward consumer software and services could be welcome. They would have to manage the risks of cannibalization to the desktop GPU business. Nvidia is passionate about gaming and is highly successful. Gaming is in Nvidia's DNA more than that of Microsoft. Gaming is more strategically important for Nvidia since Nvidia began as a gaming hardware company and still is. In terms of what Jensen would do differently with Xbox, I don't think a lot would change at first. Nvidia would want to increase the number of first-party exclusives, which Microsoft is already doing. It would continue with the Game Pass and cloud gaming strategies. Over time, Nvidia could change the vision of Xbox. Nvidia could be excited about the idea of controlling the Xbox hardware and changing its direction. It would be interesting if Jensen could figure out a way to use the untapped compute power of dormant Xbox systems in like a virtual server farm. Maybe they could offer Game Pass at a discount if the user allows Nvidia to leverage the GPUs inside of Xboxes when they aren't used for games. In conclusion, I think Microsoft has done a very good job with Xbox and the Xbox brand. The Xbox platform and hardware are as good or superior to PlayStation in the current generation on a technical level. The main reason Xbox isn't more successful is that Microsoft has played too nicely in the gaming space. Amusingly, Microsoft was even going to collaborate with PlayStation on cloud gaming before the Activision merger. In part, Sony doesn't want Microsoft to complete the merger because then gaming might become an important business for the company. After the merger, Sony could be afraid that the gaming business might become large enough to impact overall earnings per share, which could then make gaming a bigger focus for Microsoft. In Sony's mind, the acquisition could signify a major shift in strategy and attitude, which has Sony spooked. There are many ways the maker of Windows could leverage its dominance in personal computers and cloud computing to compete more with PlayStation. Selling Xbox to Nvidia is an exciting but risky idea. Xbox could be a strong strategic fit for Nvidia on several levels. Xbox could leverage Nvidia's core technical capabilities and help diversify Nvidia's business. However, Nvidia has been so successful with its current strategy that it might not want to change. All of this conjecture would be moot if the US FTC, United Kingdom, and European Union approved the Activision merger. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please follow me on Twitter at QuickScopeRE.